Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to more content on the channel. In today's video, we're gonna play some more Absolvement. So guys, a while back, I've actually played this game on the main channel, and I was actually in adoration with this dungeon crawler-esque type of game. In fact, this is more of a hardcore permadeath type of game, and it's interesting because the whole purpose of the game is to die. Like, unless they've reworked things from when I last played in this new open test, like literally you have to die and die and die and die and die again and again and again to actually get stronger and use the currency that you obtain from only dying, if that makes sense. So like I mentioned, chat, the game is back in open testing. If you guys like this game, you can go ahead and play it now, have some fun. Now, if you guys haven't enjoyed this video in particular, you want to support it, just drop a like on the video. If you guys want to see this be a series here on the channel, again, just drop a like on the video. That's the easiest way to let me know you guys are interested in seeing more content on this game. All right, chat, we are diving into the game here. They've actually wiped our previous slot. Not that it mattered because I ended up dying. I was actually really salty when I first played this game and I ended up dying because even though it's like an intended purpose and feature, right? Like I had a really good gear and loot setup, but whatever, I guess. Oh, great. I have to do all this again. So I don't really know. Okay, I'm actually not even gonna choose my name. I'll let them choose that. So if you guys have never played this game before, and even if you have, I think they might actually have some new races and stuff like that. You guys can pause the video. Every race is going to give you like either bonuses or debuffs, right? Buffs or debuffs, whatever you want to call it. Oh, actually, Harmonite gets no buffs or debuffs. Not bad. So yeah, you guys can, again, just pause the video and take a look at whatever you would want. Last time we played as Void's Touched, and I kind of like this class. To be honest, I'm going off of looks. I'm gonna keep it this time around too. So they also have variants as well. So variants are just like different earring things, as you guys can see. You can adjust your skin tone, your hair. They have helmets and stuff. They have shirts that you guys can, again, alter and adjust however you would like. They also have pants, boots, and by the way, I adjusted my character's colors, so we're gonna keep them as that. They also have a lantern, your skill. Okay, so there's a couple of different skills that you can get. Again, same concept as before. You guys can pause the video and read up on the skill if you would want to read up on one in particular. I forget exactly which one. Oh, actually, I remember exactly which one I used when I first played the game. It was Static Shock. So as you can see with Static Shock, you imbue your arm with static electricity, transferring it to the enemy on the next attack. You deal an additional 11% damage and you stun them for a second. So I thought that was really good. I don't know if there's also any other new skills in this open testing phase beyond the first one. But people were also saying that, like, you know, the ice clones and stuff like that were pretty decent. I don't know about anything else, but I'm gonna go with Static Shock again, whatever it is, what it is. Additionally, for weapons, I believe the first time around I tried playing as an archer and that was not my cup of tea. So they have a couple of different things. They have a long sword, a great sword, a short sword here. They have some daggers, a great axe, a spear, a katana. They have the untrained fist, a rapier, the bow, and the shield. So you can effectively play whatever you would want to play. I'm going to try to play with the copper cleave great axe because it deals the most amount of damage. I haven't played with it before. My legendary weapon that was really good was actually a spear, and I liked it, but I want to try something different. So we'll do the great axe. Then they also have Sins. This is kind of a little bit iffy because you have to carry a sin, and sins are just, as the name implies, it's something that is going to be like an ailment to your character. So it's like a penalty, if you will. You have to choose which one or a conjunction of which you would like to actually choose. So if I remember correctly, the first time I played a game, I went with Pride because Pride wasn't so bad compared to everything else. There might be better options here, but for me, it's like Pride allows you or penalize you in the sense that your support spells and heals are actually 25 less effective on you. So I don't really think it's like that crazy compared to the other stuff, like, you know, like all the, like theft, all prices are double. Like, that's insane. Sloth, you know, your slug-like behaviors cost you prowess, causing you to attack 20% slower. These things are just stupid. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick with Pride, and I think this is a decent loadout to start off. But yeah, here we go. We're in game. You can press the 1 key to equip, 2 key to actually use our Static Shock stuff. And as you guys can see, this is our M1s. This game looks really, really, really good. That's why I liked it so much. It's like, it's just visually, it's there. So if you're a complete noob, you can also talk to this NPC here. Let me actually de-equip my weapon. You can press the E key, by the way, to interact with them. You can ask them like, what's this place, the basics. So if I go over the basics real quick, playing the game, lives and wiping, you can basically see that you start off with 3 lives. Once you die 3 times, that's it. It's game over. You can find phylactery or whatever cards that will give you lives back, but they're not abundant. So if I ask her about soul fragments, this is basically what I mean about, or what I meant about in the beginning, where I told you guys that the intended purpose for this game is for you to die and actually go through the permadeath mechanic, because you'll get like soul fragments. And that's the currency in the game where every time you shatter for the last time, a part of your soul continues with you to your next life. The rest are turned into fragments. The stronger your soul was before, the more fragments you obtain. You can use these fragments to buy things from eccentric shopkeepers, but I foresee a new use in the future. So I don't know what else they plan to do with it, but you can then come down over here, if I remember correctly, and you'll be able to like interact with like this little chalice thing or whatever this is. This is a soul tree. You can commune here. And yeah, as you guys can see, this is, as far as I'm aware, this is how you actually used the system. Now, it's important to note that in the bottom right-hand corner, we have SP, VF, and SF. SF might be soul fragments, for all I know. I don't really know. But yeah, any pro or sweat can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below and help us out. Or well, should I say, help us all out. So by the way, you click this little like world icon in the top left hand corner to actually bring up like the server lists where you can actually join in other people. So this was kind of annoying when I first played the game, because lobby did not, oh great. This is what I mean. When I first played the game, it was really tough to find people's like lobbies and servers. The system was very, very wonky, and I still think it might be. I don't really know. We'll try to see if we can get in this guy's lobby and play. And I guess he's not starting, which is probably the reason why whoever else was playing with him left. So I ended up making my own server. Maybe somebody can join on in. But again, this is another problem that I had when I was playing the game before too. I would make a server and then like nobody would join. So like matchmaking was a very, very, very big issue for me when I first played this game. I don't know if that's the case, excuse me, with you guys as well, but 6,000 people playing the game and I'm having trouble to actually even create a party or join a party. Kind of crazy, brother, kind of crazy. All right, you know what? I'm gonna solo queue. All right, whatever. I would have loved to play with other people, but what can you do, chat? What can you do? Okay, bro, I'm so happy to actually be playing this game again. I know I could have actually played the game and just gone into it during like its paid access, because last time it went off of, how do we do this again? I think it's like the E key. Well, I don't even know if I can collect that. But yeah, like I think the game was accessible as long as like you paid and stuff like that. Let's click start layer. However, I just wanted to wait until there was actually another release. But yeah, I'm happy that the game's back now. You can also lock on to enemies with your middle mouse button. There is, you know, parry based combat, as you guys can see. I don't know, I just had a lot of fun with this game. And additionally, you guys will see after we clear out a room, you get like cards and stuff at the end of it. Okay, parry that. And there you go. Let's drop down this way. There should be some more enemies down over here. Ooh, okay. Okay, this guy might be a little bit of a problem because he's attacking. I think he has a dagger, attacking hella fast. So they do have heavy attacks as well in the game. I'll try to show that to you guys after we take care of this guy because he's being very, very annoying. Okay, I might actually be able to combo a heavy. There you go. That was my heavy. Again, I'll try to use it again when we're not fighting this guy. But there you go. We took care of him. And as you guys can see, we can finally get some loot. So this is what I was trying to tell you guys about. They have like cards and stuff that you can get once you kill off enemies. And they're going to be like skills or just like different buffs, things of that nature. So electrolysis? What? Electrolysis, I guess. Electrolysis? Whatever. I don't know. I'm dumb as hell. So anyway, static shock will now leap to a target 15 steps away and deal 66% damage of the original. So that is really good. I'm gonna take that. But yeah, this game, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. like I said, when I first played, I had a lot of fun on it, and I was sad to find out that it was like a limited access, but we're back now. So they also have these little portals. These little portals are gonna take you to like shopkeepers and things. You can buy like vials, as you guys can see there. They have another shopkeeper over here that sells like regular food. And yeah, this guy's same thing, as you guys can see. So you can also look down, as you can tell. Oh, they have void essence here that I can buy, but unfortunately I cannot buy it. Oh man. So by the way, when these cards do appear, you can also get items, kind of like you're seeing here, where we have a copper wind katana. I'm actually gonna get clashing mana this time around, because when I parry successfully, it'll grant us 1 more mana, which is pretty good. I know right now, like, if you guys have never seen this game before, it might not look that bad. It might actually look pretty fun, but trust me, boss fights and stuff can get pretty tedious, which is why I would prefer to play with people. Granted, it really depends on who you play with, because if you play with an amateur, that's just gonna hold you back, like you're cooked. But for the most part though, like I keep saying, chat, like boss fights are a challenge, and that is gonna be your make it or break it scenario. Now you can also press the M key to bring up like a big map. I forget what the key is to actually zoom in, but I remember I was able to like zoom in on this before. But yeah, there's that as well. So now would actually be a pretty good time for us to check out our new static shock ability, as you guys can see. And I thought it was supposed to like latch onto an enemy or something like that. Okay, well, I mean, I guess it latched on there. I guess it's just the imbuement itself, not necessarily you when you actually use the ability. Now I'll tell you what, you do phenomenal damage when you end up actually using this great axe, but bro, are your attacks so freaking sluggish, man? Oh my days. All right, so we're gonna get a iron sharpening stone this time around. We could also get the ironclad mole, which does 12.57 damage, but if we increase our weapon damage by 5%, which we technically have 10 damage right now, that would put us like at about 10.5, so we're not too far off. I'd rather just take that. We also have like a yellow orb thing. I've never seen this before. Let's see what it is. Holy fountain. The fountain swirls, but there's nothing in, I mean, the fountain can do for you at this time. Perhaps return with a bigger wallet or a heavier soul. Okay, yeah, I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of stuff like this in the game, chat, by the way, if you end up playing it. But I just like this game a lot, bro. Like, it's one of the only like hardcore type of games that I've actually really enjoyed. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and tackle the boss, and let's hope that we actually do pretty decent. These bosses should not be that tough, but I told you guys before, bosses are the main challenge in this game. And yeah, this boss is probably gonna combo us like crazy. So let's go ahead and do this, hit him a couple of times, and okay, we might do decent if we can just pull off parries and, you know, get our hits in there, which right now we're not doing at all. But, you know, okay, I'm not even, bro, he's not even giving me a chance to, bro, let me parry, god damn. Okay, yo, this guy is just, bro, chat, oh god, chat, oh god, bro, I got my parry, but it doesn't even matter because he's doing 50 freaking combos on me. This is what I mean about this game. Like, you would need teammates, chat. You would need teammates, or else you need to be a parry god. And even if you are, like, I'm trying to parry and it doesn't work.